What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel TNGamesNComics. I appreciate y'all just subbing up. Some of y'all came from my other page, which is TN Comedy. I appreciate y'all just carrying over. I'm going to be focusing more on my gaming content as well as my comic book content on this page. All my stand-up comedy, because I am a stand-up comic, if you don't know. I am a stand-up comic, and all my stand-up comedy will be on the TN Comedy page. So if you want to check that out, you can always go sub there and enjoy that as well. But for this page specifically, I will be talking more about my gaming stuff as well as my comic book collection. The stuff I get on hauls. Y'all saw me do some other stuff on the other page called Worth the Search. I will be doing more of that stuff on this page, as well as newer content that I want to create. As some of y'all know, I am a comedian, I am an actor, I am a gamer, and a comic book collector. I've been doing that stuff for years, and I've been enjoying myself doing it, so I feel like it's just cool to be able to share and also find a group of people that like doing the same thing. And as I'm doing stand-up comedy to do these shows, doing things like that, it enables me to do a lot of traveling, which enables me to visit a lot of stores, from retro gaming stores to a lot of comic book stores that I will be visiting, checking out, seeing what kind of stuff they got in there, picking up some purchases, buying some new stuff I never tried before, never seen, or had and just missed the fact that I had it, and we'll be able to share that with y'all on this channel. That's what I'm here to do, man. It's gonna be cool, man. Like I said before, if you wanna see some of my stand-up comedy, you can visit TN Comedy on YouTube. It will be there, my old page. You can check that out, all my stand-up comedy, plus some of my older content of gaming as well as comic book content is on that channel. But from now on, all the newer stuff will be on this channel, TN Games and Comics. Ended up during Free Comic Book Day, that whole weekend, I ended up doing a lot of traveling. That Friday and Saturday, I was all over the place. I ended up having to pretty much do a road trip from Washington, D.C. all the way down to Denver, Colorado. It was cool, get to see the road. I like driving a lot, like traveling, performing. It's a thing, it's what I do. In the midst of that time, those 2 days, I was on a tight schedule, but I was able to squeeze some comic book shopping in. Of course, it's Free Comic Book Day, I gotta stop somewhere. I gotta check out some comic books, check some things out, and I ended up doing a lot of shopping, which is cool. Being able to hunt down books is what I do. I enjoy it. It's cool to be able to kill some time, relax a little bit before I get back on the road. And that's what I did this previous weekend. So I'm gonna show y'all some of the books that I got, man. Let's get to it. I ended up going out of my way a little bit to Michigan. I ended up going to Michigan. I went to Allen Park, Michigan, and I visited Big Ben Comic Oasis. I went in there. It's a bunch of comics in there that I wanted to check out. I only had about an hour and a half to really dive into this store to see what they really had. I was able to find a couple books that I actually wanted, which was great. I really went in there for one reason: to grab the slabs of comic books that I wanted, to grab those graded comic books that I've been looking for forever. I finally got those books, but I also grabbed some single issues. You know what I mean? I just dove into those piles and saw some. So let me show y'all what I got out of there. First comic book of this haul, check it out. Beyond Real. Beyond Real. This is the Vault book. This is issue number 2. I have issue number 1, but the thing is, I haven't seen issue number 2 anywhere. So I'm glad I was able to find issue number 2 right here. Checking it out, you know what I mean? Next, after that, AWA, The Ribbon Queen number 1. This cover looks fire, yo. I like the look of this cover. I like the tone of it. I don't know what it's about. AWA, for the books that I have lately, they haven't been missing, bro. I got a couple of their series, man. This book seems pretty decent, promising. So I gotta check it out. Next after that, another AWA book. This is called Moths. This is 1 out of 6. Issue number 1 out of 6. I'm checking this out for sure. Simple name. Comics got simple names like this, just Moth or Moths. I'm into, you know what I mean? I'm really into. One name, let's get to it, you know what I mean? I believe it's a horror book anyway, so I'm down with that. Next comic book after that, we got a Boom Studio book, number 1, Maw. This cover is dope too. This is a creepy cover. I like it a lot. I dig it, man. This is issue number 1. I had to cop that just based off the cover. The cover just looks cool, you know what I'm saying? Gotta be a horror book. As y'all know, y'all come to this channel, I'm a horror fan, so I was gonna pick up something horror-esque. Next up on this list, check it out, Boom Studios again, book number 3. This is Briar. We're gonna see what's going on with this book, man. I have no idea. I like this cover. I already like the tone of it. After that, you got another Boom Studios book. This is number 3. This is Maul, number 3 right here. This is cool. I like this cover too, man. I don't know what's going. The thing about this cover that I like the most is I still, just by reading this, just by looking at this, can't tell what's going on in this book. I have no idea what's going on. I got another issue of Maul right here. This is issue number 1. I like this cover too. I have no clue. At the same time, man, I don't really collect a lot of DC books. If you know me, if you've seen my content, I'm not the biggest DC or Marvel fan. It's nothing against those books. It's just that just don't really entice me on what they are. It's fine, it's cool. But every now and then they have something that I'm like, I gotta check that out. Some of the smaller stuff that they have that people don't really talk about, I'd be willing to check it out. Like the cartoon books they have, like the Dexter Lab and Rocco Modern Life and all these other smaller comic books that are connected like to cartoons, like a childhood nostalgia vibe, I'll pick them up almost immediately. I also have this series right here that I picked up from DC that I knew existed, but I didn't think I would ever find them. We talk about DC Power Lords. Now they redid this. They got a new series out of Power Lords, and I've been copping them. I've been buying them, checking it out. I like what's going on in there. I think it's gonna be cool. You know what I mean? That's Power Lords number 2. I got Power Lords number 3 right here, which I'm looking forward to checking out, man. This is gonna be cool, man. It gives me the backstory of Power Lords, which I really didn't have. The new series don't really talk about the older stuff necessarily. It just kind of is, you know what I mean? So being able to have those, I got 1 in here somewhere, I believe. I got 1, 2, and 3. It's only 3 issues of Power Lords that I know of. So being able to check that out. Next one, Zenoscope. Issue number 1, we got Satan's Hollow. I love the name. I ain't gonna lie. Satan's Hollow, I love the name. I don't know what's going on here. Satan is in here somewhere. This book right here, man, this is a image book, Skybound. You're talking about number 12, Evolution. Number 12, Evolution. Now this book right here, I got a couple of these. I don't know how many Evolution books there is. I got a couple of them though. And I gotta really piece them together to see which ones I got, see which ones I'm looking for. I don't think I even have issue number 1, so I can't really read them right now, but I'm gonna get there. Next issue after that, we got another Boom Studio book, number 1, The Empty Man. This looks great. This title is amazing. The Empty Man. I gotta figure out what this is all about, man. So I'm looking forward to this. I like this cover. I like what's going on here. We're gonna check that out for sure. Following that, we got, there we go, Power Lords number 1, DC. Power Lords number 1. Following that is a newer book that I've been actually following. They had a new shelf, new this week, this month type of shelf, and I went over there and started getting a lot of the other books that I have been missing over the last couple of weeks. We talking about Return of the Living Dead. I'm looking forward to reading. This is book number 3. They changed the tone of it. It's not necessarily in that same idea of what the movie was, but they giving it a spin. It's cool. I ain't mad at it. You know what I mean? Following that one, I've been looking forward to for sure. I think this is a one-shot though. This is Dynamite Wacky Racers number 1. I don't know why this is a one-shot. I want more of these. I think this is super dope that they picked up this series to do a comic book on. I do think this is a one-shot, but we will be checking out more of that. The following book right here, this is book number 2. This is an image book. We're Taking Everyone Down With Us. This is a book that me and my wife really enjoy reading, man. We're reading this together. She's interesting. We read about it and then brainstorm about what we think is going to happen or what's happening in the book. I do think this book is really dope. It's super cool. I like the idea of it. I like what's going on. I'm curious on what's going to happen in that book specifically. Next after that, this is a book for some reason that I've heard is bad. I don't know. I don't know. So I ended up picking it up. I'll probably let y'all know if it's bad or not. So people have been telling me this book is bad, but I bought it anyway. It's Source Point Press. This is book number 2. This is Cult of Dracula. People have been giving this book a bad rep. I don't know why. Granted, I haven't started it yet. That's book 2, and I got book 1 right here. So I'm gonna be starting to read this really soon to let y'all know what's really popping, man. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as people have been saying it, but who knows. Following that, we got books that this is some of my favorite kind of books for sure right here. We got a Harvey Classics, old book, 50th anniversary special of Tom and Jerry, yo. Oh, Tom and Jerry, greatest cartoon ever made to me personally. Has a personal stake in my life right here. Love Tom and Jerry. Comic genius right here. Follow that with Felix the Cat. Gotta have Felix, man. You got to. Got a nice little Felix run right here that I ended up getting out of that store. That I almost bought all of them. They had a whole like long box of Felix the Cat books, and I almost bought every single one of them. I had to put them back and distinctly buy a few copies. Of course, when I go back, I'll probably end up buying some more. I got another one, a Gold Key, Tom and Jerry as well. Before I actually left for the trip, I ended up calling Big Ben Comic Oasis to see if they had these graded comic books that I wanted. All right, so I was like, do they have them? They said yes. I was like, can you put them to the side for me? I'm coming up there to pick them up. And they said, of course. And that's exactly what they did. After I bought all those books, I went up to the desk. I was like, do you have those two books, those two graded comic books for Thomas Nichols? And the dude said, yes, we still have them. And I got them. These are my very first comic book slabs. The first one out the gate, one I'm super excited about, man. And it is Shadow Man, issue number 0. This is a 9/6 on this. I'm excited about this, but this is super dope. I can't believe, look how dope this shit looks. This shit looks cool as hell, bro. It's a gold edition. If you know me, if you've been to my page, my previous page before, you know I'm a big fan of Shadow Man. And I'll be honest with you, Shadow Man, over the time that I've been collecting Shadow Man, I've done nothing but travel to find the Shadow Man books that I've been looking for. And my first comic book video, not my first comic book video, but I had a comic book series called My Very First Comic Book, and Shadow Man was part of that series of books that I talk about that I would go hunt for. Shadow Man was a book that I literally had to hunt for. I had to go all the way to New York to buy some of the issues, and this time around I had to go all the way to Allen Park, Michigan to find a graded Shadow Man book. The very first one that I ever got. I'm super excited about it. From this to the tattoo, got it all, man. 9/6. Of course, you want a 9/8, but I'm not mad at that. A 9/6 of a book that I feel like nobody would even want to grade or have graded. If we're being honest, I mean, as a big Shadow Man fan, this was a good find for me. And following that, he ended up having Shadow Man number 2 right here, another 9/6, which I'm excited about. This is gonna be just so fire, bro. At some point, I'm gonna probably have these hung up in my room. In here, you'll probably see them in here somewhere. I will be just ended up possibly just going around collecting graded Shadow Man books, because I already have the whole series not graded. So to be able to have a graded Shadow Man book, just in general, just to have it, is amazing. You know what I mean? So I ended up doing that, and that was my Allen Park, Michigan trip, part of the trip anyway. I went from Allen Park, Michigan, that was on Friday, and I ended up driving all the way to Omaha, Nebraska to visit a store that I've been to a couple times, not too much, but they had some heat in there the last time I was in there. This time I arrived on Saturday, which was what Free Comic Book Day was on, and everybody was packed in there. There was a lot of people in there, and I ended up getting me some free comic books here. Got me free comic books, and I also bought another stack of comic books. Let me get this here. Another stack of comic books right here out of that store. So I'm gonna just tell y'all what I got. Of course, like I did before, let's check these out. I ended up getting Fish Flies, which I think is gonna be cool. I like the title. I like this art style too. This art style is gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to reading this. I have no idea what it's about. I like the name. I like what's going on in there. Following that, I got the Find Your Dark New Fear. I think this is going to be a bunch of one-shot stories into one book. I have no idea. Down to check it out. Following that, I got Def Leppard Historia. Got that. I like the art style on this too. Looking forward to that. This next one right here, Snow Monkey. Snow Monkey. This looks cool. I'm excited for this, dude. I really am. I like the art style in this as well. Like what's going on. I ended up picking just a bunch of this cool books that I thought would be dope to just read. They're free. So check them out. You know what I'm saying? Following that, we got Mad Cave. Speed Racer issue 0. Speed Racer, I'm not the biggest Speed Racer fan, I'll be honest with you. Out of all the cartoons I grew up with or just watched as time went by, Speed Racer was never on my hit list to just watch. But comic book series, I ain't mad at it. I'm down to check it out, see what is going on, you know. And it's written by Mad Cave. Lately, Mad Cave has been crushing it when it comes to books. So I'm gonna be checking that out for sure. You got the Phantom right here by Mad Cave again. You got, oh, this book right here. You got the EC book, Blood Type. Now this book, I don't know nothing about. This cover alone though sold me on this. I love this cover. I think it's cool. It definitely gives me the Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes and a little bit of, I don't know, Tales from the Crypt a little bit somehow. I don't know. It's just weird. It's cool. I like it. My horror stuff. Back to it. I got, this was on Free Comic Book Day. I don't know why it was there. I got this issue a long time ago, like not to say a long time ago, when it first came out. I got it. I got this actually the last Free Comic Book Day. It was there, and it's here again. We talking about Shadow Man Dark Legacy. I don't know why this was there, but I got the first one last year, and then I guess they reprinted it and put it back out again. Of course, more of Shadow Man's coming out August 25th. I think that's August 25th, which I'm excited about. So keep that moving. Next comic book right there, you got Boom Studio. VR Troopers. VR Troopers. I was a fan of VR Troopers growing up. I had to cop the comic book once I heard they announced it. Glad that's there. We got the 20 Boom. I'm assuming that this is like the I don't know what this is. Probably not. I didn't even take a look at it. I'm assuming it's just a bunch of different stories throughout here. We're definitely gonna check it out. Let you know. Next comic book after that, we got Thundercats and Powerpuff Girls. Thundercats and Powerpuff Girls. Look, man, I'm a Powerpuff Girl fan. I ain't gonna hold you. But y'all know Powerpuff Girls is lit. It's one of my favorite cartoons growing up, so I had to cop it. Thundercats is in there as well. Why not, bro? Following that, you got Gargoyles. Looking forward to this book as well. I've been following Gargoyles for a little bit. I got a couple of them. I haven't necessarily started reading them yet, but I know it's a lot of them. So it's one of the things I'm gonna end up checking out eventually. Following that, we got an IDW book, another kaiju monster book that I don't really collect a lot of kaiju monsters, but I'm interested in collecting them. We got the Godzilla, the New Heroes. I got Godzilla Heist. Have no idea what that is going to pertain. I haven't even started reading that book yet. I'm hoping to get to it really soon. But following that, we got a classic. This is a classic that was crushing it at the top of the year. And I missed my copy, but we end up getting the issue 0 of Mark Spears' Monsters. I end up missing my copy of Monsters, but being able to have this, I'm definitely gonna check that out, you know what I mean? Following that is the last free comic book that I got, and that is, this is from, following that is the last comic book that I got for Free Comic Book Day, and that is the Black Mirror. I think a lot of people got this book. I think a lot of people picked up Black Mirror. It's gonna be interesting to check this out. I'll be honest with you, I don't watch the show, don't know too much about the show, don't really watch shows like that, but at the same time, Black Mirror. It's really interesting. I know what Black Mirror is about, the concept of it, and I get it, but I don't watch the show, but I'm down to read the comic books for sure. You know what I mean? It's gonna be fun. I'm interested in it. And then we went from the free comic book table to the actual pull boxes where they had a sale. Now I don't remember the sale. I think it was like half off of books or something like that. I don't remember the sale exactly, but I got a pretty good haul from them, so it might be that it was half off. I wish I remember. Let's get into it with some books I couldn't find at all, man. Fresh off the top right here. Some of the books I couldn't find at all that I found this book, and that is Men in Black #1. Men in Black #1. I can't believe I even found this book. This is the official adaptation of the film. I have no idea if it actually is. They say that, and sometimes it's a little different. But I had to get that. I've been looking for the Men in Black books for a while, so I was able to get that. Following that, I got Species #1 right here, which is a horror movie. Followed by Species #2 right here. Followed by another Species #1 right here. I got the #1. This is the #1 right here. This is a adaptation of the film, the movie, and then you got a spinoff of that called Species Human Race. All by Dark Horse, man. This is another adaptation of the film, Species #4. which I'm looking forward to reading. And those are the kind of movies that I enjoy watching. So the fact that they have a comic book attached to it, I'm getting it almost immediately. It's really no question. For the most part, it's some comic books that I'm not really that interested in. But that's mainly because I wasn't that interested in the movie itself, so I might not buy it. But I like horror movies, horror comic books. It's my thing, you know what I mean? Following that is a series that I've been collecting that I haven't really talked about on the channel, and that is The Mask. I got the Adventures of the Mask. This is the Toys R Us special edition. I found this for $5. This is The Mask. I didn't even know this was a Toys R Us special edition. Was able to get that. It's a really thin book. It's mad thin. It feels like it's like 10 pages in here. But I bought it anyway because I'm collecting the whole series of The Mask, and as well as I'm collecting the whole Mars Attack series as well. Gotta go green, you feel me? Next series after that, man, another book that me and my wife are reading and enjoying is called You Do Bad Things, issue number 2. I'm glad I was able to find this cover too. I like this cover a lot. I'm interested in this series, man. We don't know where it's gonna go, so I might be talking about that some more as the time goes by. Following that, we got another horror movie series that I wasn't the big. This is the one thing. I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie. I probably finished like 30 to 45 minutes of it and was like, eh. But now I gotta try it out. This comic book series looks cool. Maybe the comic book series will get me into this movie. And we're talking about Nightbreed. We're talking about Nightbreed. This is Nightbreed issue number 1 right here. Nightbreed issue number 1. 2014. I believe there's an older series of that book, but following that is a series that I actually do like a lot that I've been trying to collect and find. That is Windstorm's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is a great series. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is number 3 right here, and I ended up getting issue number 2 as well. Finding the Texas Chainsaw Massacre or any horror movies that are connected to a comic book series or vice versa is hard to do. So I got excited when I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The horror movies that are connected to movies, the horror comic books that are connected to movies are not easy to find, and they're not cheap at all. Those books, they pretty much do like one print of those books and they call it a day. So they just disappear. So me being able to find these books, I'm excited to do that. These next 2 books, super excited that I found them. If you're a horror movie fan, a hardcore horror movie fan, you're gonna love it. And I'm talking about Motel Hell. I'm talking about Motel Hell. This series right here, man. Look, this is issue number 1 right here. This is a series that I didn't even know really existed until relatively recent. As soon as I found out, the very next week I ended up finding copies of this. This is Motel Hell number 1. This series is gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to it. Following that, I got Motel Hell number 2, which I'm mad excited about. I forgot to tell y'all, man, before I left on the trip, I ended up putting in the order, and I ended up just waiting for the order to show up. And my wife called me up and said, you got an order, you got some kind of box or something. I was like, just put it on my desk, I'll check it when I get home. And I ordered it from My Comic Book Shop. Of course, you gotta do that, you gotta check that website. Legit, I like it, I enjoy it, and I end up getting another graded comic book. That is Shadow Man number 3. This is a 9.2. I'm excited about this. This is Shadow Man number 3, man. This is so dope to have, man. The Shadow Man series, man, I've mentioned it, like I said before, just a second ago. One of my favorite series that I've ever owned, man. This has sent me on so many hunting trips to find the whole series. These are my first graded comic books that I ever got, that I'm super excited about, man. I tell you right now, this will not be the last of the graded books for me. This is not gonna be it for me. I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna try to get some of these signed as well, but these are dope, man. I'm excited to have them, man. This is my very first graded comic books. I keep saying that because I'm just excited, dude. This is cool, man. I never would have thought this was a thing, you know what I mean? So being able to have these books, man, in my possession, I'm excited about it. Other than that, man, look, welcome to the new channel, man, TN Comics and Games. I will be putting some more gaming content on this channel. I appreciate y'all, man, sticking through. Like I said before, if you want to see some of my stand-up comedy or know when I have a show coming up, you can always check out my TN Comedy page on YouTube. Other than that, man, I welcome y'all to the new page. This is gonna be fun. I hope to really produce some new content for y'all that y'all will enjoy. Thank y'all for just sticking through the video with me, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe. And I will see y'all on the next video. I'm out, man. Thank y'all. Peace. I'm out, y'all. Me and my graded comic book. I'm gone. Peace.